All right, so we are T-minus 2 hours to your talk, man. How you feeling?
Great, you know, so everything's pretty much done. I'm gonna do a little more writing. The other thing I do before I speak is, I don't work off scripts a whole lot, but I do bullet points and things out. So I start with the end in mind.
Right.
Where do I want to take the audience, right? And then work backwards. And I have a litany of stories that's gonna take them there. So today it's gonna be a bit of, I have a story about me being in Times Square.
So it's super early in the morning. New York City, hella cold.
30 years old, passing out chocolates. It was kind of my enough is enough moment as far as not making money. In the midst of that though, I take them further back. So I kind of start with the New York City talk. Then I'm gonna jump further back in time, take them to first grade.
The whole reason this Texas boy was in New York City, we gotta go way back to first grade.
About when I realized what I was supposed to do as far as I realized my purpose in the first grade, which was to be in front of an audience. But I was 100 pounds overweight and came from a broken home and didn't have much confidence. So I'm gonna build up and tell them, you know, this is what led to that Times Square moment. That's why I was there.
Which leads us back to the cold ass morning in New York City.
And then cap it on the other side, right? I'm gonna tell them about, in that Times Square moment, I thought I was supposed to be other places in my life and realize instead of waiting for somebody else to give permission, this is where I gave myself permission to change. And so from about 29, 30 years old to now 40 years old, the past 10 years, has been me, I haven't waited for somebody else to come, you know, save me, to come give me permission to come say, oh Jimmy, it's your turn to be great.
You ever wait for somebody to give you permission to step into your greatness? Like you're waiting for somebody to go, here's your invitation to live a kick-ass life.
It's, okay, you're gonna go do it. And then from there, what I'm able to do is show them my morning routine, also show them this is why you followed along with me, because this is how I told this story. And I tell them the power of routine in the morning. This is how you tell a good story in order to move an audience, and then hopefully give them some tactical things where they can go apply this in building their business and their life and what they want to do.
Perfect. All right, well, let's get to the prep. Now, is this the same as the morning routine? Where you write like one page, or is this a little bit different?
No, this is a little bit different because this is literally as I'm thinking, if I have 20 to 30 minutes, you know, there's so much I want to pack into that, but I have to kind of start mapping stuff out because I know me is I'm super long-winded. I could go all over the place because I've hosted my own events where I can talk for hours on stage, right? And so I want to be able to, what can I whittle away to make sure that I get my points across, I tell a good story, but I give them something actionable. And that's the challenge, you know, in a 20-minute talk. Now, also, I think Angie and I are going to sit there and do a bit of a Q&A afterwards also. So that's helpful to know, hey, if there's something I don't get done in my talk time, you know, I can wrap back around and in the follow-up Q&A, I can work on a few other things. But I have to remember, the name of the talk is about long-term success, right? So, and so I was just reminded I have to, you know, one of the things when I started this was, I didn't just try it. I was in this for the long haul because I just knew, like, even if I failed, I'm further along than where I was, you know, 100 pounds overweight, 3-time college dropout, you know, passing out flyers and chocolates in Times Square, you know, drowning in debt. Okay, cool, well, I'm gonna start working on this thing, you know, this entrepreneurial life, and I'm gonna give myself a while to do it, you know, because I didn't finish college, so, you know, life became college. It became my bachelor's, my master's, and my PhD in this.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be great.
Thanks.
Like, I've seen you tell the same stories in different ways over the years.
Right.
Not just like make them better and perfect them, but like use them for different purposes.
Yeah.
So it's always cool to see like how you're gonna take it this time around. And of course add new stuff.
And it's funny, every time I tell them, there's usually some kind of detail that I had forgotten before.
Yeah. Right.
Or a different version of it, you know, and...
Or you'll be at a point in your life where like it clicks differently.
Right, it meant something differently, you know.
Awesome, man. Well, this is good. We got a good flow going on. We hit the gym earlier. Now this is sort of speech prep almost.
It's a little bit. I put on some football. You know, I try to get out of it. I walk away from it for a little bit. Yeah. I'll come back to it. I'll shower, do a little prep, do some vocal warm-ups.
Sweet.
Go back through bullet points in my head. And I try not to, it's that balance of prepare, not over-prepare, because I always want to leave a little bit of room to create it while I'm on the stage. You know, one of the things I learned from Luisan is that a talk and really good speakers co-create with their audience. They don't just get up there and like, this is exactly what I'm gonna say and just vomit. I gotta check in with those people. I gotta make sure they're okay. Are they following along? Who do I connect with? And that really informs me where I'm going with it, because no two talks are ever the same. Even if I share the story I'm going to talk about today, some similar stories about what I talked about in Tulsa, but I guarantee you this talk will be completely different.
Awesome.
Makes it exciting, keeps it fun.
He is looking like James Bond over here.
It's almost game time, right? Little Sinatra on in the background.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
It's funny, I think I listen to either Sinatra or Justin Timberlake. Every once in a while, a little Eminem.
Both good entertainers, just different
I
times.
feel like I'm a mix of all three. A little old school, a little Sinatra, a little Gene Kelly.
I like it.
There's definitely an edgy hip hop element to when I get on a certain rant.
Yeah.
It may not rhyme, but I feel like I'm still spitting, right?
That's true. It still counts. Yeah. It's a new suit as well.
Yeah.
Couldn't feel fresher. You've been pumping yourself full of vitamins.
My vitamins. I got the new custom suit from Andre Philippe on. It's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a darn good day.
Ladies, I am cheering you on. I love what you're doing. Thank you so much for letting me be here.
So man, here we are. We're done. We're back. How do you feel?
I feel awesome. Like, it's been full, and it's but it went so well. You know, from getting here early to connecting to talking to people, to listening to other speakers and being inspired, to getting that workout in this morning. The morning routine really helped. The B12 shot in the ass. It's been an amazing day, and just met so many amazing people. And then I really felt like being on stage. Sometimes, I look at being on stage sometimes like a baseball, like a batter. And sometimes you take a swing and, you hit a single, you hit a double, and you're like, I left something off. I could have hit that home run. And today, I left that stage completely satisfied. Even when I kind of only had 25 minutes to talk, I thought that I had 40, and I think that was a blessing in disguise. And then, that's great because you come off stage and you feel hyped, and you've kind of emptied your bucket, but when you get that all filled up, was like literally talking for 40 minutes of people stopping me. Not me saying, please come talk to me, like literally being stopped with people that had tears in their eyes and hugs, and just sharing, what my talk and my story, and just being vulnerable, meant to them.
That makes it all worth it, right?
Absolutely. It wasn't about me talking about my accolades. Like, I don't even think I did. I didn't talk about how much money I made or nothing about my accomplishments. I think the only thing is, I talked about my weight loss and that I've been in business for 11 years, but that didn't matter to these people. It wasn't about stats or resume. They cared because I cared enough, to really connect with them and co-create this thing with them. And yeah, it's been amazing. It's what I love. It's what I continue to look for more opportunities for. If people are watching this and they have an organization or a business or something that they need somebody to come in and teach high performance, like what are the habits that make people more productive, and then literally storytelling to sell. How can you tell a personal story and tie that in with your business or your service or your brand to connect with people? Because it's all about, at the end of the day, do people know, like, and trust you? And I walked in this stage today with 90% of this audience having no clue who I was. There was no home field advantage here. Yeah. And really quick, just looking into some eyes, making those connections, I was like, they're with me. And that felt the best. I mean, that's when I was able to open up and play and go, just when you connect with a few people. And so for those that are watching this and they're looking for that keynote speaker, they're looking for that guy to come in and train that's really going to move the needle for their organization, for them personally and their business, reach out, because that's what I love to do. This is my play. This is what I was designed to do, and I'm just so thankful to Angie Lee for the opportunity, and it's just another opportunity for me to live in my purpose and do what I love. So, and I want to thank you for watching this, you know, for following along in the story, and hopefully you found some value or a nugget. If so, please leave a comment below. I'd love to continue this conversation with you so I can comment back and we get to know each other. And of course, like and subscribe. It's just flattering to know that you shared some of your time with me. So I appreciate it. Until next time, we'll talk real soon.